Hal Jordan's name, yes, the Green Lantern himself, is inside the book of damn Oa. When Hal Jordan discovers this and looks at his name in the book, he gets a vision of the future. Now the Guardians have to leave Oa as well to find the knowledge of their past, of their origins. With the next arc, it looks like Krona is going to be the big bad of the Green Lantern Corps, especially that he's creating new monsters, it seems like. This is Green Lantern issue 28, and like I said, this is probably the best book in DC right now, at least in my opinion. I also love Hal Jordan and Carol's relationship. On the Castle of the Desolate Stone, where the Starbreaker Corps was at, everything's destroyed, but Guy Gardner and Joel right here are trying to find the book of Oa, and they do. Guy Gardner says, finally, I can translate some of the words in this book, and I guess the Starbreaker Corps, or Starbreaker himself, actually translated some of the book as well. This was written like how many years? Billions of years ago? And to figure out, there are pages of various specta. The mysteries are, and Joe's like, you're such a nerd. Wait, hold on, Joe. What in the world? Come look at this. No, it shouldn't be. And we see Hal Jordan's freaking name in the book. Like, what? On Earth in Coast City, we see Hal Jordan grabbing this freaking random alien that he just captured that was trying to destroy part of Coast City for minerals for his own planet or his own personal gain. And Hal Jordan is literally dragging his ass with the construct, showing him the city, showing him landmarks and stuff like that. And he's like, why would you attack my beautiful Coast City? The most beautiful city on the West Coast. So when you try to come here and try to terraform into piece of land that will produce Flaxium 4, well, you can see why you can make me mad. This alien's like, oh, I'm sorry. I just didn't know. And Hal Jordan's like, well, sorry, man. You're going back to Oa and you're going to be tried for about this. I'm sorry, man. Hal Jordan, though, gets a call from Oa and he's like, okay, I'll meet you there because Guy Gardner needs to speak with him. And he takes the alien into a freaking race car and he's like, hey, I'll show you all over the Milky Way galaxy. First, we can stop by Mars. Later on Oa, we actually see that Connor Kent has been working with Kyle Rayner with his White Lantern abilities. Listen, Kyle, you're the one that said your White Lantern powers are super unstable. We have to know A, how fast you can manifest it, and B, how long your power loss lasts after you use it. Odyssey right here just says, you guys are so dumb. Like, why are we even doing this? But she has to count like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi and stuff. So to see how long Kyle Rayner can get his powers back. Kyle Rayner, though, turns into the White Lantern and shoots Connor Kent into space with this White Lantern energy. Hal Jordan finally gets to Oa and puts that weird alien from Coast City into custody, but then he sees this speck of white light go into space. Hal Jordan follows suit. He's like, Connor, are you okay? What's going on here? And Connor's like, hey, thanks, Hal Jordan. We're just testing something. Back on the ground, though, we see that Odyssey's like, turn it off, Kyle. Turn off your energy. He gets back into his street clothes and now he has no Green Lantern energy at all, which is very weird, but I guess now that's his new ability. What is going on, Kyle? Tell me what's going on. Kyle, we're testing my White Lantern energy and see how fast I can recharge it. Hal Jordan says he remembers trying this with his constructs with Barry back on Earth. I'm like, yo, that's a cool, I guess, callback. Kyle tells Hal, like, why are you on Oa? Like, what's the purpose here? And Hal Jordan's like, well, Guy Gardner called, man. You guys can't live without me. So be safe, guys. I gotta go talk to them. Hal Jordan finally finds Jessica Cruz, the Team Corp leader, and the Yellow Lantern Guardian because they need to go talk to Guy Gardner. Hey, Hal, glad you can make it, but you need to read this book because you're gonna be mind blown. When Hal Jordan sees his name in the book, he's like, what in the... All the Green Lanterns are like, Hal, are you okay? What's going on? And he says, none of it is what we thought. And then he passes out. Jessica Cruz and Guy Gardner take him to the medical bay while we see the Yellow Lantern Guardian look at the book and he's like, oh shit. And he walks into a specific room where all the Guardians are at. With all the Guardians, you see the Red Lantern Guardian, the Orange, the Blue, etc. All of them. And the Yellow Lantern says that knowledge that we gained in the Green Lantern Corps from the last issue from Krona, we might need to leave Oa and figure out this knowledge before anybody else. Because I guess the origin of the Guardians and the Lantern stuff in general could be possibly being changed, maybe, I'm not sure, or they just realistically don't know it yet. Hal Jordan finally wakes up at the medical bay and he has no recollection of what he just saw. It's completely gone. Jessica Cruz tells Hal, just go back to Earth with Carol, go have some dinner and relax. And just think about what happened today because you went through a lot just right now. And Hal's like, okay, I will. Now, when Hal is traveling back from Oa to Earth, we see Krona, I guess, wearing like a Hal Jordan skin. I have no idea. but he's creating other monsters, as you can see right here. He says the Guardians are on the move. They receive pieces of my consciousness as my gen station went away, causing this body meant to take the form of Hal Jordan so I could dismantle the corpse from the inside to be permanently damaged. They know something is missing, a piece of our origins yet untold, a piece that I, the consciousness of Krona, will take for my own. I think Hal Jordan's name is in there because of this. When Hal Jordan gets back to Earth, right, on the outside orbit, we see the watchtower and he looks at Carol Ferris and just appreciates her, saying that she's a better person. I don't know how she could be with me as a loser, and she's probably a better hero than me already. She flies out in space with them, saying that, hey, you want to go get some dinner? And Hal Jordan's like, oh, I would love to. But then when he looks into her eyes, he sees a freaking vision of all the Guardians attacking Hal Jordan, this dark tower thing, a lantern symbol showing into 7 with all the colors of the spectrum, plus Krona and Hal Jordan's body, and he screams, oh! He's like, oh, it's nothing, Carol. I don't know what I saw. But now Hal Jordan has to go to Star City with Ollie. So the next issue, we're going to get a crossover with Green Arrow. And Carol's like, be safe, but please come back to me, Hal Jordan. I love you. We'll get dinner later. And he flies off. She is questioning, like, what did Hal Jordan see? I hope he's safe. And I like this arc right now. I want it to be, like, slow paced right now until, like, I guess 5-6 issues. But Green Lantern is cooking.